Hello and welcome down to the Quest Golf Academy, and today we're going to be looking at some wedges which you may not have tried but you definitely should do. As well as testing out the wedges and getting some data, there's also going to be a big giveaway coming at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. So without further ado, let me introduce you to these wedges. So the first wedge we are going to be looking at is this, the Callaway PM Grind. Now the shape of this is a little bit weird, it's a little bit unusual, this big high toe that sticks out at the end, and that is going to be putting a lot of people off from this wedge. However, I've been using the high toe, so the TaylorMade wedges this year, and I have to say, I really like the look of this wedge now. It's not something that I would have considered a few years ago, but now I really enjoy looking down at this type of club head. There's a lot of claims about this wedge, lots of different stuff that's being said by Callaway, but you can actually see that the micro grooves, which sit in between the main grooves on the club face, they actually sit at a 20-degree angle than they normally would do. Now, Callaway say that basically promotes a lot more spin on short game shots, and we're soon going to see. Just going to hit some shots to the 90 yards here, take some data. All the wedges I've got here are 56 degrees, so a 90 yard is basically a fullish swing for this. Also using the TP5 ball, so relatively soft and spinny. Actually felt like it spun a lot off the face. It just landed short of the green. A better connection that one. Ooh, yeah, a little bit of backup. If you have had a look at this wedge and you thought, you know what, it might not be quite for me, I would actually recommend just trying to overcome that fear a little bit and giving this a go, because it does look really cool after a while. And it's something that you will definitely get used to over time. Feeling off the club face here is absolutely lovely. Now, one of the big advantages of this wedge is its adaptability from different lies. Now, I would love to go and show you this on the golf course, but the weather at this moment in time around the northwest of England is absolutely brutal. So I would be able to show you what it's like out of a muddy, wet lie. Oh, I hope that gets to the green, because that is absolutely ripping back with spin. Oh, maybe not. Good shot there. So you can see some of the data here on these full shots now. Ball speed, around 77 miles an hour, absolutely fine for this length of shot. But look at that backspin. Pretty much everything is over 10,000. Just that last one down at 9.5, but averaging out at 10,600 and... Oh, excuse me. Apart from that first shot, carry distance is all pretty consistent as well. And the look and the feel of this wedge is very good. Now, talking about a very good feeling wedge that you may not have tried, welcome, wedge number 2. So the second wedge to talk about is this. This is the Mizuno T20, and it's one of those really randomly weird things that everyone knows Mizuno irons are absolutely fantastic. Everyone knows they feel brilliant. And then when they get to the wedges, it's almost a bit of a blank space. There's so many people who have not tried this wedge. So it's a grain flow forged wedge, similar to the irons. It also uses boron as well. It looks a very classic wedge. It's a teardrop design. This is in the chrome finish. You can also get some different finishes in the T20. And when you stick it behind it, it just looks like an extension of some of their irons. This wedge has a Tour Issue S400 in. The other two wedges have KBS high rev shafts, which are meant to be specially made for wedges. But the feel and the look of this wedge, I really like. And like I said, I really do recommend that if you haven't had a go with a Mizuno wedge in the past, please do. Whoa, a little bit more bottom groovy, that one. Spin. Just. So that Callaway wedge feels really good. This feels exceptionally good. As you would expect, it's not overly complicated. You'd expect a Mizuno wedge to feel really good. And yet, get down into those comments below. Let me know if you've actually had a go with one of these wedges. I'm willing to bet that a lot of you would not have. So I don't know if subconsciously I was trying to hit that a little bit harder, but you can see that the ball speed, it has that little bit of an increase. The actual shot that I caught a little bit thin, you can see the actual spin rates are absolutely fantastic. On average there, 11,939. I think with a wedge design like this, it looks a little bit more conventional behind the ball, maybe a little bit more comfortable on those longer shots than something like the PM Grind with that massive big toe. And we're going to be seeing more of this when we get to the giveaway and when we get to the prize pool bonus round. Now, the last wedge we're going to look at here is the King Cobra Min wedge, M-I-M. Now, MIM stands for metal injection molded, and this is the first type of wedge that Cobra have done in this way. It's a very classic teardrop design again, looks very similar when you look down on the ball as the Mizuno. You can see the club face has also been CNC milled, so very similar in design to the drivers. And it's one thing about this wedge, there wasn't really much noise about it because Cobra really are not historically a wedge manufacturer. When you hear that Cobra brought a wedge out, you're not going to get super excited about it. But what that means in the second-hand club market, like on Golf Bidder that's provided these wedges, things like Cobra wedges, Mizuno fairway woods, for example, things that people don't often associate as a good club with that brand, they go for cheaper. So again, 56 degree, this is 10 degrees of bounce, the other two wedges have been 14 degrees, so that's the only slight difference here. Feels nice. A bit pulley on that one. It definitely doesn't feel as nice as the Mizuno. I'd say it's probably quite on par with the Callaway though. Like that. Yeah, a bit like that. So there's a couple of pulls in there which weren't ideal. I don't think that's really got much to do with the wedge. I think that was definitely more me. But again, look at that backspin. So if you compare the reputation of these different wedges, you definitely say Callaway has the best reputation, certainly with the Phil Mickelson and Roger Cleland design wedge. Then you'd say Mizuno out of these three. And then Cobra will definitely be at the bottom. But performance-wise, spin-wise, feel-wise, they're very similar. But get down into those comments, guys. Let me know about the best wedges that you've had, and certainly if you've had a wedge which isn't in the mainstream. But now let's get on to the giveaway, and it could be absolutely huge. Now, Golf Bidder have basically set me a little bit of a challenge. Now, I've already done a giveaway on the best drivers of 2019, so I'll link that video here somewhere. If not, just go check it out on my YouTube channel. And within that video, the amount of fairways that I hit and the amount of balls that I hit over 300 yards added vouchers into a bonus pool. And that is exactly what is going to be happening on this video as well. Okay, here we go. Chance to win you guys some vouchers from Golf Bidder. Now, as you can see, Golf Bidder have set me a little bit of a challenge here. So it's like the FSX Skills Challenge. I've got a green out there with a blue circle, then a white circle, then a green circle surrounding it. I've got 5 stations, and I've got 3 shots from each of those stations, so 1 for each of my wedges. So what's going to happen is the total amount of points that I can get is 75. So that's the maximum that I can achieve on this test. But whatever happens at the end, we're going to times that figure by 5, and that is the amount in pounds sterling that's going to be put into the prize pool of Golf Bidder vouchers. So there could be a whopping 375 quid coming out at the end of this if I can control these wedges. Now the details of how to enter, that's going to be revealed after the challenge. Come on. So might as well start with the PM Grind. Just a lovely soft-handed half swing. Come on, let's get you guys some Golf Bidder vouchers. That was soft. Too soft. Kick. Oh, rubbish start. We'll go with the Mizuno next. And you're going to be able to enter the giveaway from anywhere, guys, so it doesn't matter geographical location. That felt like a bit of a better strike. Better strike it was. That's more like it. Come on. Just settle a touch. We're flying. We're flying. Come on. Nothing but 5 pointers here. Send me some positive vibes. That's normally a distance I love with my sand wedge. Settle, just settle, yes. Oh my God, I smashed it. Keep raining it down in those 5s. He showed up. No. Really? Should just be a really smooth. Yeah, a little bit too far, but it's still in the 5. Settle. Now, missed the pin. Missed the pin. Spin back. I've yet to get full marks. Now, if we stopped at this point, we would have 250 quid, but I need to get that bit more. Yeah, I'm not fully convinced on the full shots with this PM Grind. Not fully, but go, go. This is the moment. Come on, Cobra. You know you want to join this party in a big way. If it goes in, another 50 quid. Oh, come on. Oh, it's such a... Well, that wasn't annoying, was it? However, that's 305 quid added into that bonus pool for Golf Bidder vouchers. Now, to enter, very, very simple. All you need to do is you need to head over to Golf Bidder's Instagram page, and on there, there's a picture of me with the 3 wedges. Like the post and then comment, "I love sand wedges." And make sure you give Golf Bidder a follow on their Instagram page as well. Right, guys, that is it. So the entry for the vouchers closes on Christmas Eve. And guys, thank you so much for watching. If you are new here or you are a returning watcher and you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon as well, really helps me out, and get into those comments below as well. Not bad, 305 quid plus the driver giveaway, some really good money on offer. Make sure you enter them both and I'll see you soon. I can't believe that you missed, to be honest. Odd. Just spin back like